Good afternoon, Ospreys. You're watching Nest News, live from the Student Union. I'm Kaylee Snyder, and coming up on today's show, we'll recap the most recent Giving Day, Groovin on the Green, the former Mexican president speaking this past Tuesday, Disney lawsuits, and a weather and a sports update. So stay tuned and enjoy the show. Giving back for a great cause, UNF wrapped up another successful Giving Day event this past week. According to the university, the 6th annual fundraising event raised more than $2.3 million from over 4,300 donors, doubling the amount raised from last year's event. This also shattered the goal set for this year, donate by 1,000 donations. The 24-hour money collecting marathon went from Tuesday to Wednesday, and the funds helped more than 100 departments and programs here on campus. This includes everything from arts to academics to athletics. And speaking of sports, athletics led the way in donations with over $500,000 from nearly 2,000 donors. Coming in second on the leaderboard was academic and student affairs. School leaders say 500 donors were students, and they saw an increase in donations in every category. This past Wednesday, students stopped by the Green for Groovin on the Green, featuring local Jacksonville band, the Fellas Band. Students gathered to watch the band play and told Spinnaker that they want more events like this. Let's take a look. When asked if he could describe the event in one word, UNF student and audience member Brennan Ambrose said community. He also told Spinnaker that Yapan Holly should be next on the lineup. Student government hosts this event annually, so make sure to catch it next time. Now it's Friday, which means everyone is making their weekend plans. Maybe you're like me and gonna go hit up the Clay County Fair, or maybe you're wanting to go to the beach, or maybe you wanna know what the weather's gonna look like before making any plans. Well, you're in luck because here's Annette with the weather.
Hey Ospreys, happy Friday, and we are here today with your weekly forecast. Today is a beautiful sunny day with an average high of 78 degrees with no chance of rain. We may have some slight wind patterns from the west that may make the day feel cooler, but overall it is a warm and sunny day. This sunny weather will carry on into the following week as temperatures will reach a high of 90 degrees on Thursday. Even though we are getting warmer weather, we'll still have those cooler mornings as the days will start off in the 50s, and there shouldn't be a noticeable level of humidity since this week is not looking to have any rainy days. We'll have some clouds come in on Tuesday, but as of now, we don't foresee these developing into any rain or storm patterns. So again, today is looking to be a sunny and beautiful day, and I highly recommend checking out the butterfly garden just outside Building 57. And with that, Ospreys, we hope you have an awesome week ahead of you. It's looking to be great, so make sure to go out and get some sun. Now let's head back to the studio for our Nest News.
Thanks, Annette. Still to come, we'll cover a former president who spoke at UNF, an update on the Disney DeSantis lawsuit, and of course, spring sports are heating up. We'll check in with Angel to see how the Ospreys stand. We'll be right back.
Can y'all please name every single eclipse ever?
The one today?
Eclipse 1, Eclipse Lame.
Eclipse 2, Electric Boogaloo. That's one of my favorite ones.
Are y'all Team Sun or Team Moon?
I guess I have to be Moon.
Moon.
And why do y'all think that the sun and the moon are beefing?
Listen, today's the day we squash the beef, we come together. The moon covers the sun, gives it a hug, gives it some love.
I think they're in like a toxic relationship and that like every other day of the year they're like, oh, this guy. But then every now and then they come in front of us and they kiss and they hug and they make up, you know.
Do you think that Kendrick Lamar and J. Cole can learn from in terms of how to squash the drama?
Well, they can kiss if they want to. But America!
Oh, I think like chocolate vanilla swirl.
What brings y'all out here to the amphitheater to watch the eclipse?
The eclipse.
I really like this stuff.
Do you like market days? Do you ever wonder where you could get free stuff from the booths? Well, look no further. Spinnaker Media does market days every Wednesday from 10 to 2. So stop by and you could get free items like lanyards, stickers, or some of our most popular items like tote bags and shirts. All you have to do is spin the wheel. But first, you'll have to either subscribe to the Spinnaker TV YouTube channel or follow the Instagram at UNF Spinnaker. We also have a QR code at our booth in case anyone is interested in volunteering with us. We're accepting in any department: TV, radio, creative services, news, and business. Make sure to stop by next Wednesday for a chance to win.
UNF welcomed another speaker, the former president of Mexico. UNF hosted former President Ernesto Zedillo at the University Center this week as part of his Distinguished Voices series. He gave his perspective on Latin American and Mexican relations. Zedillo was Mexico's commander-in-chief from 1994 to 2000 and went on to be an economics professor at Yale. He is also a member of the Elders, a board of global leaders founded by former South African President Nelson Mandela. However, his name does come with controversy. He was accused of being involved in the 1997 Acteal massacre, where 45 unarmed townspeople were killed in the Chiapas, Mexico. Survivors of the massacre filed a civil lawsuit against Zedillo in 2011, accusing him of crimes against humanity. A judge dropped the case in 2014 after Zedillo claimed immunity as a former president of a sovereign country. The Distinguished Voices Lecture Series is a part of a partnership between UNF and the World Affairs Council of Jacksonville. These events are free for UNF students and faculty. On Monday, an appellate court granted a pause in the lawsuit against Florida Governor Ron DeSantis and Disney. The two sides reached a settlement on separate litigation in state court. Disney's request for a 2-month pause was motivated by last month's settlement deal. The deal involved 2 Florida lawsuits between Disney and the DeSantis-appointed Central Florida Tourism Oversight District. After DeSantis took over the theme park's governing board, the company and the district began fighting in state court over how Disney World would be developed in the future. As part of the settlement, Disney agreed to pause the separate federal lawsuit, which is being appealed. Negotiations are now pending on new development agreement between the DeSantis employees. The district provides municipal services, firefighting, planning, mosquito control, and more. It was controlled by Disney supporters for most of its 5 decades until the DeSantis appointees took over it last year. Disney had a deadline of next week to file an opening brief in its appeal, but that deadline is now set for mid-June. And now to Angel with your sports update.
What is up, Ospreys? I'm here with your sports update for the week. We have a little bit to cover, so let's get into it. Softball and baseball played last weekend in a 3-game series to continue their fight through the ASUN Conference. Baseball won in a close series against Eastern Kentucky 2-1, in which they lost the first game, comfortably won the second game, and then barely won the last game. This helps even out their ASUN record 6-all while they fight for a top seed in ASUN play. On the other side of Harmon Stadium, softball swept the Kennesaw State Owls 3-0 with a close game in the first matchup, but easily beat them afterwards to maintain one of the top spots in ASUN play thus far with a 10-2 record. The indoor volleyball team had their final spring scrimmage last weekend, in which they beat the Flagler College Saints 4-1. The spring sweep holds good promise for the team next year heading into fall. Continue to tune into the sports updates to hear about their season starting next semester. UNF unveiled brand new tennis and pickleball courts Tuesday afternoon. The tennis courts were torn up and replaced with brand new surfacing, new scoreboards, and fixed sound systems. The lower four courts are now open to all Ospreys to use, along with the addition of pickleball courts that allows use for club, intramurals, and even just recreational use. Be sure to check out the new courts whenever you can. That's all I have for today, Ospreys. I'll see you next week for your sports update. Swoop!
Thanks, Angel. Spinnaker TV is offering both summer and fall internships. This is a great opportunity for English and communication majors to get hands-on experience in the field. For more information, stop by our office in the Student Union and pick up one of these lovely brochures. Also keep an eye out for our TV intern promo. That's just about all we have for you today, Ospreys. Remember, consider donating to support UNF through the link in the description below. For all things Spinnaker, check out our website at unfspinnaker.com. Also make sure to follow us on our Instagram at UNFSpinnaker and check out the rest of our YouTube for more content. As always, thank you so much for watching. I'm Kaylee Snyder, and we'll see you next week on Spinnaker's Nest News.